What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of FTB Skies. Guys, we got ourselves another bee. Check it out. We have 3 bees right now. We got a very colorful one that just spawned a little bit ago. I'm not sure what's different about this bee. It says it's just a normal vanilla bee. So it's definitely got a different texture for some reason. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, we have 3 bees now. It dropped some loot. None of it was that great. I don't know if any of the loot that the loot bees drop is amazing, but yeah, anyway, so we have that. Last episode, we were working with the Botania stuff, and we saw that we had unlocked some things in the digital section of the mod pack. I was kind of looking at this, and while I do want to do applied energistics, I saw that this one was available right away, the RF Tools modular storage, and I feel like if we don't do this now, we just won't do this at all. So I kind of wanted to jump into this and use this as our first upgraded storage. So let's check this out. So the modular storage does require us to have nether quartz, and we don't have any nether quartz. If we take a look at the nether quartz, in order to obtain that, we need the nether quartz ore, or pure nether quartz, or chunk. There's not a lot of different ways for us to get this stuff. Oh, it looks like if we had diorite, we can grind that. 25% chance to get quartz. That's kind of cool. I actually didn't know that before. Interesting. We can take prismarine crystals and grind that. That's also interesting. The one that caught my attention, though, for getting nether quartz is we can sift soul sand to get that at an 80% chance. Depending on the mesh, we can get different things. But yeah, this uses the mana steel mesh that we just made last episode, right? That gives us nether wart and nether quartz. But in order to get soul sand, yeah, that's another thing that kind of caught my attention. I saw that we can use spirit fire from occultism. So yeah, you drop sand into the fire and it just turns right into soul sand. There are a few different other methods. Apparently you can get a ghostly bee that will do this. We can use a material generator once we get our first piece, but we need soul soil apparently. I don't know how you get soul soil. That looks like you do dirt in the spirit fire to get that. Okay, so that might be how we generate that in the future. But to get us going, we definitely need to get a spirit fire. And in order to get spirit fire, we have to throw Demon's Dream fruit to the ground and light it on fire. Okay, so Demon's Dream fruit, we have obtained seeds for that. And yeah, we have 14 of those. So we need to grow Demon's Dream seeds, get the fruit, and then throw the fruit on the ground and lights it on fire is what we need to do here. So let's come over to our little area where we are growing some things. Just delete that. Place this one down. We'll bone meal it, get a few of these. Okay, so we have a few of the fruits. We'll place our flax seed back. Give that a little bone meal. Boom, like nothing even happened. Okay, so Demon's Dream fruit. I have used this before. It does make a purple fire, and it does not burn you. So that's kind of cool. We do need a flint and steel, so let's grab that. Do I have flint in here somewhere? I assume I do. I don't see any flint. Do we not have flint? Really? We have flint here. Okay, so I'll make a flint and steel. Like so. We need to find a home for this. I don't know where we're gonna place this permanently. I don't think it makes a sound. It doesn't like set anything on fire. You don't want to hurt yourself with it, but I don't want to look at it all the time either. Maybe we'll just kind of like set it over here, get out of the way, or we could set it over by our campfire. Maybe I think we'll just leave it here though. So we'll place this on the ground, light that on fire, and there we go. Now we have spirit fire. Yeah, so it's a little warm. A little toasty. Doesn't hurt us though. Yeah, so now if we take some sand and throw it into the spirit fire, we should get ourselves some soul sand. So let's grab, well, we got a stack of sand. Let's grab some sand. We'll throw it into this and get ourselves some soul sand. So just, ooh, it made a sound. Yeah, there we go. There's some soul sand. We'll do the rest of the stack. Yeah, it's just instant. You don't actually have to wait for it to process or anything like that, which makes that really good. Now we saw if we take dirt and throw it in there, we get soul soil, and we need that for the material generator. So let's go ahead and get one of those going as well. Dirt. We just need 1 piece of soul soil. I did not I must have hit that before, but I didn't realize that, like, that's what was going on. That's so weird. Okay, I mean, that's kind of cool. It's just unexpected that running through that knocks the lantern around. Oh, actually, is it not dirt? Okay, soil. I thought I was throwing dirt in there. Now, it's accepts any Minecraft dirt. Oh, this is, okay. This is bulk haunting. So we need to do this a different way. I thought this was the same thing for some reason. Looks like we can do it through cyclic, we can do it through mechanism, and mechanism again. Right, so if we make the fan from create, and then I think we can we just hook it up to what we already have over here? I don't know if we can attach that somehow. Yeah, maybe we can just attach the fan and like point it down or something, or up. I don't know, we'll have to figure that out. I might have to like convert this into some kind of other rotational movement in order for that to work. What does a fan even cost? So it is a propeller. Did we do this already? Andesite casing and a shaft. Did we do this? I can't remember now. I feel like we made one of those, but I have played so much modded Minecraft over the years, it is hard for me to keep that straight. I don't see it in here. I'm going to assume that we have not. Maybe I'm getting it confused with a sifter since it looks fairly similar. Okay. Well, I will try and make one of those real quick. I don't think there's going to be anything that's going to hold us back from doing that. And we'll see if we can make some soil. All right, guys. So I did some things here. I went ahead and I took the gravel that was in this sifter. Yep. I took all the gravel out. I threw some dirt on top of it, and then it started sifting dirt, which means that I had to put in some drawers over here to accept some of the things that we're getting from sifting dirt. Yeah, we're getting a few of these other items over here. The reason why I did that is because we needed some more andesite. So yeah, we get andesite chunks, diorite, tough chunks, and like a few other things, I think, from sifting dirt. Anyway, we needed the andesite so I could make the different parts that go into this fan here. So like we needed a bunch of these andesite alloys, which is 2 andesite and then 2 iron nuggets per. Yeah, so I went ahead and I sifted some dirt so we had some extra andesite here. Okay, so I have made a few pieces. We made our fan, we made some shafts, we made some cog wheels. So we have this rotational energy going up and down. There is a way that we can make an item that will convert that to side-to-side motion, but for simplicity's sake, I think we're just going to go ahead and use these cog wheels here. So now we have a floating cog wheel that's turning opposite of this one, but we can also place a cog wheel here that is going up and down off of this one, right? So we can do that. So now we have rotational power that's going horizontally instead of vertically. All right, so now we can place our encased fan here, but yeah, as we can see, it's taking the particles and going the wrong way. We need that going the opposite direction. So we could like put another gear up here, which would reverse this, or we can just throw the encased fan on this side and then it blows the way that we want it to go. Okay, so this all looks kind of weird and jank and whatever. This is just temporary so we can make this one item, right? So we need a soul fire here. So we'll just go ahead and place that down, and then we need to light that on fire. Now you can see our particles are different. And then I believe we just put dirt, right? I think that's all we had to do is put some dirt there getting blown on through the fan, through the soul fire, and that should turn it into soil. Yeah, that's all we needed. Nothing too crazy. So now that we have soil, we can make another one of our pedestals that we have down here that are generating resources. And that should be able to generate soul sand for us, right? Let's take a look at this one more time. So we look at the uses for that, and we go to the material generator. Yeah, so soil underneath the pedestal with the material generator turns into soul sand. So yeah, now we have a way to automatically generate soul sand going forward. I don't know how much of that we need to do right now. But yeah, we can always just take sand and like drop it over there. Like if we only need a few of them. Okay, so let's go ahead and figure this out. So we want this to go away. Let's get rid of this. We'll get rid of this. I'll leave these here for the moment. We'll probably get rid of those here soon. Let's go ahead. And I'm going to drop soul sand right there. I'm going to right click. Well, I want to get rid of the dirt. Okay, so now we got Soulsand in there. So we're going to be generating things that we don't have in the system. We're going to be getting nether quartz and what was the other thing that we're going to get? Nether wart? Yeah, those are going to block this thing up, I think. Actually, we had a couple spots over here, so maybe it's filled those. Okay, so yeah, we did actually fill up a couple spots that we had here. So we aren't blocking anything. Those are the only two things that we should get. But yeah, getting the nether quartz, that's what we were looking for. So now that we're sifting that, hopefully we'll get enough of the nether quartz for us to do what we want with this modular storage. We need 3 of them in order to make this thing. The machine frame is iron, gold, and then blue dye, which we can get from lapis. That's pretty easy. Redstone in a chest, so we should be able to make that. So yeah, let's go ahead and make it real quick. Cool, so here we go, our modular storage. We have that made. I got a bunch of stuff in my inventory that I don't actually need from right-clicking. Let's get rid of this stuff. Okay, so yes, our modular storage, we have that made. So this will essentially replace these chests, and we'll have like a UI here where we can digitally search for stuff, which will be nice. But we do need to put in a capacity, a card here. Oh yeah, and you can also save recipes, which is kind of nice, and craft in this thing. So there's a lot of cool things about it, but yeah, this will definitely be replaced by applied energistics eventually once we get some power and other things like that. Okay, so tier 1 storage module. So this isn't bad. 2 nether quartz, redstone dust, some gold nuggets, iron. Yeah, all these things that we can do. Whoops, I'm pressing like all the wrong buttons here. So we need some of that, one of those. I think it was some redstone. Let me go back and look. What else do we need here? Iron, nether quartz, and then a chest. And yeah, we just need 8 of those. Okay, so there is the chest. We should just be able to craft this now. Boom. Okay, so tier 1 storage module. So we can throw that into here, and then we can start putting things in, right? Lock the storage to access the items. Okay, apparently I have to lock it. There we go. So yeah, now we can put things in if we want to, or take things out. We're going to unlock that though, because the next quest is going to upgrade this thing. So currently, does this thing say how much it contains? 100 different items. I don't know what the next one is. Let's take a look here. So this one will hold 200 items. Okay. So that is the first one, just upgraded essentially the same way. A couple of nether quartz, some gold, redstone. Did it need another chest? I can't remember. Yeah, another chest. Okay, so we had 8 more planks in here, so we should be able to do that, no problem. Like a so. And like a so. Okay, so there's a tier 2 module, so that's another quest complete. So the tier 3 module, this is probably the next one we want to do. That's gold blocks, quartz blocks, redstone block, and a chest. And this will hold 300 items. I really don't like how when I press and hold shift, it brings up that other thing. I'm just trying to see the more information here. Right, so we need to get some things going here. It was gold blocks, redstone block. What else was it? No, this one. Redstone block, quartz blocks. Right, so that's 8 quartz that we need. That 8 that I got? I think so. We got 9. And then 1 more chest. So we need... I guess I can use these oak woods. Okay. We'll do that. There's a tier 3 storage. Great. So the tier 4 would be what I'd want to make, but that requires infused diamonds, and we don't have dimensional shards. We can craft that, it looks like. It looks like we can sift for it too, but we need crushed end stone. So we're probably just going to hold off at the tier 3. So we'll just throw that into here. We'll lock the storage. Now we can put stuff in here, right? This is like the storage that we want to use. That's I'm probably going to put back. So that stuff, yeah, that can all go in there just fine. And we can also adjust this. So don't show groups. Yeah, we can do it like that. We can sort items, sort and count name. So that's pretty cool. And then there's a search if you want to just search for dirt, for instance. Yeah, so that's pretty nice. And then again, there's the crafting thing here. But because this doesn't really talk with our drawers, I'm not sure how useful that is going to be. But there is another item that would be the storage scanner. And the storage scanner, I think, can see all the digital storage that's in here and all the digital storage from like attached inventories. So I think it can see all of these drawers. So we'll probably take a look at that. So let me just get a few more things going here and we'll be back. Right, so all of the storage that we had in those chests have now compacted down into this modular storage, this single unit, which is great. I did notice that we had some things in our storage drawers that we actually are storing over here. So I have moved some things, like we had a bunch of bone blocks and bone meal. So that went into here and just a few other random things, nothing too important. Either way, so yes, this is all of our storage. Yeah, so there is this button here that you can change the view. And then when you like break items apart like that, so you can see we have 2 stacks of 5 dirt. And we want those stacked together so they're taking up less of space. You can just press the Z button. This will compact things, and now you can see the dirt has gone back together. So this 300 is the amount of stacks you can have in there. So you could have 300 pickaxes, or you could have 300 stacks of 64 dirt, right? So yeah, we didn't have a whole lot of different unique stacks. And there are a few things in here that we don't necessarily need, like this 1 blue dye. We could remove that. We don't really need that in here. There's a few other things that, you know, are inconsequential for keeping in here, but yeah, that's just how this thing works. So it is quite nice for bulk storage. Yeah, I like it. So let's go ahead and move on. I was looking at the questing book here and I saw that we had a few different quests that were complete. So our Demon's Dream Fruit, that's going to give us a notch golden apple and a dictionary spirits. That's for the occultism mod. We had a quest for making the spirit fire, and that's going to give us some other stone and some other world wood. Again, that's more occultism stuff. And finally, when we made the soul sand, that's going to complete a quest for 16 soul sand as a reward. So yeah, we got that back, which is really nice. Speaking of soul sand, I did make some more, and then I threw that into our sifter here, and I put a hopper on the side, and I'm just feeding soul sand in, so I'll just add that into the collection here. Yeah, just trying to get a nice supply of nether quartz because we will need it eventually, so might as well get that going now. I did put a gold upgrade on there because we had one. I think these 2x2 drawers only hold 512, I think is what we saw before at the tree farm. So yeah, I put a gold upgrade on there, which allows us to hold 8.2 thousand items, and then we have a void upgrade, so if we go beyond that, it just deletes the extra, and we are not overflowing. Okay, so now that we have that stuff done, there was another quest section here that we had completed, wasn't there? Well, we were looking underneath the mesh for something, and I could have sworn that it said that there was a complete thing, but I don't see one on here. Okay, well, let's go to progression. We'll go to here. Amethyst. Oh yeah, Ex Nihil chapter. Oh, okay. So this quest, this is the same quest we were just looking at a moment ago. This quest is the same one that was in Mastering the Occult. Interesting. I didn't realize the same quest could appear on 2 different pages. That's why that confused me. I thought we had a quest available on another page, but apparently not. View quest link. Soul Sand Ex Nihil. Okay. Interesting. Right, so we have this done. In order to progress to the Amethyst mesh, though, let's take a look here. Observe budding amethyst. So we need to look at a budding amethyst block. Crafting Mana Steel mesh will make you more noticeable to magic users of the world. If you're lucky, a fairy might spawn and convert a nearby diamond block into budding amethyst. Given time or judicious amount of a time in a bottle, amethyst clusters will grow. Once fully grown, they can be harvested. Amethyst can also be looted or traded from piglins. Interesting. Amethyst golems are very useful for farming and creating additional amethyst. Check out the quest for them in the Ars Nouveau chapter. Note, normally budding amethyst cannot be broken. In this pack, you can. Okay, so we can just place diamond blocks on the ground. Eventually, they'll turn into a budding amethyst, and then we can break them with a pickaxe. It didn't say silk touch was required. Okay, so... oh, no, we don't need to do that. We need diamonds, which are over here. We have a few diamond blocks that we can place down. Okay. I don't know if this has to be spaced out like copper blocks. I don't know how this works. So I'm just going to randomly place some diamond blocks around our base. We'll just go ahead and flaunt the fact that we just have diamond blocks that we can decorate with. Yeah, and it said like eventually a fairy will spawn. I assume that's like one of those random event things like we have seen before. You know, like the mimic chest spawning or a loopy. I assume something like that will happen, and one of these diamond blocks will just convert into an amethyst or a budding amethyst block. Okay, well, I'm not going to sit here and look at it the entire time. That could take hours or it could be in 30 seconds. Who knows? Let's go ahead and put this other stuff away that we have. Okay, so yeah, that's basically in order for us to do anything further, we have to wait for that. I don't know if there's a way. Yeah, we can't create a budding amethyst. There's no recipe for that. I think we did collect some amethyst previously. We had like 4 of it or something. Maybe. I don't see. Oh, it's right here. 8 of it. Yeah, so. Oh, it does actually say it can be bartered from piglins. Interesting. I didn't notice that before. So if we look at the recipe for this, is there any other way to create amethyst? Just out of curiosity. Looks like if we have the amethyst things, amethyst dust, is there a way to get amethyst dust? We need amethyst to get amethyst dust. So it doesn't really look like there's a lot of other ways to get amethyst in this pack. Bees, if we get into that. Okay. Yeah. So basically looks like the amethyst or the budding amethyst blocks are what we need in order to make a lot of amethyst. So hopefully that'll happen at some point in the future. Okay, so we need to move on to something else. Let's get back to maybe progression here. So yeah, we started working on this quest and we are a little stuck trying to get this. There is the other things. Hold on a second. Where was our sifting? Getting started X9. Okay, this one. Yeah, so there is different resources that we can get. Crushed netherrack. Okay, so this looks like this is blocked out because we haven't done any netherrack. I assume what that is. Auto hammering all the things. I don't really think we need this, right? Because we are already like hammering gravel already. Yeah, I don't think we need that. Yeah, also ender pearls. That was another thing. We were going to look at getting the other storage item here. Let's go back to that real quick. Digital, this one, the storage scanner. So this thing does require 2 ender pearls in order to be crafted, and we don't have any ender pearls, and I was looking, and there is no good way for us to get that aside from getting gassed tears, at least in the overworld. Obviously, if we make a mob farm, we can do it or anything like that, but I'm talking about like as far as Skyblock is concerned, there's no other way for us to easily get this stuff. So yeah, crushed endstone, we can do that, but we don't have a way to get endstone just yet. There was... yeah, the Britannia way if we had gas tiers, and gas tiers we can sift for once we get the amethyst mesh using soul sand. So that seems to be like the easiest progression, but we need to get that amethyst mesh first in order to get that at a 2% chance. So yeah, okay, that's where we are with that. Anyway, so moving on, getting back to the progression tab, the next one on the list here is this task screen. So going back to the quest, it says certain tasks don't just need you to have something, you have to submit it. For items, that's easy. Just look at it in your inventory. For fluid and energy, you have to use task screens. Place a task screen and set the task in the GUI. From there, you can pipe what's needed into the task screen to progress the task. So this isn't something that we need right now, but it is something that we will need eventually. So I feel like we should just make it. Do we have book? We don't. Paper? We don't. Sugarcane? I think that is actually over here. Yeah, I kind of wish we had that inventory scanner so we could see all these things. Yeah, sugarcane down here. So that'll allow us to make some paper. And then we need... how do we make a book? Is there a better recipe than the vanilla way? There's the canvas. There's the leather. Okay. Well, so happens that we have some cows. Do we have wheat? A little bit. We have some cows over here, and I did breed them earlier, but we can breed them again. So yeah, these 2 cows that we had here turned into this brown cow. But yeah, let's go ahead and breed those 2 once again. It's made a white cow this time. Okay, so yeah, if we can remove 2 of these cows, so if we don't get leather right away, we have another chance. And we got leather right away, so we are good. So yeah, there's the leather that we needed. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a book over here. So there is our 3 paper and 1 leather. There is our book. Okay, and then in order for us to do this, we needed to take a book and surround it with stone. Do we have a stone? We do. Whoops. There we go. So book surrounded by stone is the task screen. And there we go. That completes this task. That's going to give us another task screen. So I guess we can have one for energy, and then we can also have another one for pumping liquids into or something. Okay, very good. And then progression, generate forge energy power. This wants us to generate 10,000 FE in order to complete this quest. That's going to give us a battery and some flux ducts. There are many ways to generate FE and FTB Skies. Feel free to explore the various tech mods at your preference. For a simple method, wind generators or the various forms of coal using generators are the best early game. Well, we already have this. Now, the thing is, I don't know how to get this task screen. Like, does it just randomly choose a thing, or do I have to place that here and then click it with the... I don't actually have a book. Let me go back to here. For items that's easy, place a task screen and set the task in the GUI. Oh, okay. I can right click on this here. Task. That's 100 BFE. That seems wrong. Okay. So we want this for generate forge energy. Task. Generate forge energy. Is that not the objective? Quest Draconic Predictions. Okay, maybe I looked at the wrong name here. Is it called Powa? Is this the name of the quest? Okay, I am confused. Why is the name... This is called Generate Forge Energy. Click to submit. Do I have... Is there like another name for this? Generate Forge Overpowered? Maybe it's called Overpowered? I don't know. Okay. Well, one of these things... it was only 10k FE. I guess this is it. I don't know why I can't search for generate forge energy. That's the name of the quest. Select quest objective, and there's a search. Generate. It doesn't. Okay. Yeah. This thing is dumb. This should definitely be fixed. Okay. So 10k. We have that selected. Draw text shadows. Okay. I think we're good. If I click this. Generate forge energy. It looks like we did it. 10k went into there. All right. These are all basically empty now. Right. So that's done. This quest is done. They gave us a battery and some flux ducts. Well, we learned how to do that. That's for sure. Eye of Legend somewhere out there. Moves in the direction of the nearest sky village. There's a sky village apparently. Interesting. So that is diamonds around an Eye of Ender, and we need a pearl for that. So I don't think we're going to be able to progress any further into this. That's going to give us an Unbreaking 8 book. Interesting. Interesting. And a trader. Easy village. Wait, what's easy villagers? Easy villagers. Barterer. Easy piglins. What are these little guys here? Baby villager. There's a zombie in here converting easy villager. What the heck? So mossy cobblestone, rotten flesh, iron with some glass panes makes a converter. I don't know how this all works. As a breeder, this is kind of cool. I definitely want to explore this mod a little bit. We don't have any villagers to mess around with. We did have a villager before, guys. We did have a villager and it disappeared. I'm not sure exactly what happened to it, but yeah, that villager is no longer around. So we're kind of waiting for another one to appear. I would expect for us to be able to do anything with the easy villagers mod. But yeah, as soon as it happens, definitely looking forward to that. I wonder if I should place this battery down. Does that store power? Are we storing power? Yeah, it's definitely doing something. So storing power, exporting power. I guess I'll just store power for now. And then I guess we can get rid of this thing too. We don't need that here anymore. Okay. So the next time we need to do another task, we can go ahead and reuse one of these things. That dolphin has jumped out of the water. What are you doing, dolphin? Oh no. Hopefully it'll find its way back into the water. It had nothing to do with that, that's for sure. Animal fat, flux duct, and these amethyst shards we'll put back in there. Yeah, so I was just looking over here and none of our diamond blocks have converted. Hopefully they will convert at some point in the future. Okay, well let me see what's the next thing that we can do here then. Well, the next thing we're going to go ahead and do is wrap up the episode because apparently I'm playing and not paying attention to the time and we are well past the time to end the episode. I don't know what happened to these bees. They no longer flap their wings. It's interesting. It's kind of weird. But anyway, guys, that is it for today. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next episode. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.